So, the 400 meters for men final. And what we saw in the semi-finals from Matthew Hudson-Smith here indicated that something special could be on the cards. The championship record set by his compatriot Ewan Thomas back in 1998 at 44.52. From the outside, we have Oscar Husilos of Spain, who looked to have won the world indoor title, only to have been disqualified for a lane infraction. Then Luka Janisic from Slovenia, the European under-23 champion last year. Karsten Warholm, one of the great stars of the current European athletic scene, the winner already of the 400-meter hurdles in brilliant style, world champion at that event, doubling up here. Former world youth octathlon champion, the multi-talented Karsten Warholm for Norway, goes in lane 6. Lane 5, he ran on the world indoor record Polish team in the 4x4 in the 2018 World Indoor Championships earlier this year. He's run 45.11 for this event. Two Borlée twins, here they are. First of them, Jonathan Borlée, 4th in 2012, 7th back in 2010, 4th in the Worlds 5 years ago, super record over the years. Belgian record at 44.43. Matthew Hudson-Smith coasted in his semi and yet still ran a brilliant 44.76. He's the favourite, second 4 years ago. Ricardo dos Santos of Portugal ran brilliantly to smash national records in both qualifying round and semi-final. And Kevin Borlée, the champion 8 years ago, completing the Borlées. Dylan Borlée, of course, also ran and got through to the semi-final stage. Kevin Borlée, World Championship bronze medalist back in 2011. The Borlée twins, the oldest in the race at 30, both have a distinguished pedigree over the years. But Matthew Hudson-Smith is the current man who heads the European rankings at 44.63, but Oscar Husilos of Spain only a tenth of a second behind on those rankings. Kevin Borlée, Ricardo dos Santos, Matthew Hudson-Smith, Jonathan Borlée, Karol Zalewski, Karsten Warholm, Luka Janisic, Oscar Husilos, the final of the men's 400 meters. Jonathan Borlée. Well, certainly the favourite, Hudson-Smith, got off well indeed, and he's chasing down the stagger of Jonathan Borlée outside him, and it's Hudson-Smith flying down the back straight. Zalewski of Poland in his sights. Karsten Warholm has started very well also. Husilos of Spain not showing so much at the moment, but it's Matthew Hudson-Smith at 200 metres. Sensational in the semi-finals when he eased off towards the finish. What can he produce now? Husilos getting more into his running on the outside, but it's all about Matthew Hudson-Smith and what time he might do as the crowd stands all round as they see a great display. Maybe he's tying up just that little bit. Jonathan, two Borlées coming behind him. It's Matthew Hudson-Smith, then Kevin Borlée, then Jonathan Borlée. And it's not as quick as he ran in the semi. He tied up a little bit in the finish. He did got the victory though, 44.81. And what about the Borlée twins?
I just really had to hold on to myself there, because what a performance. He said they're the two oldest in the field. They've both been fighting injuries for the last few seasons, and to see both of them hang in there strongly is absolutely incredible.
Well, I don't think you can take anything away from Matthew Hudson-Smith. I mean, that was a blazing run through the first 300 metres. And I was looking down to see what the championship record was. I know it was back in '98 with Ewan Thomas, to see whether he could get close to it. In the end, You're absolutely right. He did tie up a bit, but what a talent Matthew Hudson-Smith is.
Indeed, and 44.78 is winning time, and he had a big winning margin with Kevin Borlée in 45.13, Jonathan Borlée in 45.19. Conditions not quite as good as they were in the semis. If he'd run all out in the semis, I think those records would have gone. But that doesn't matter. What matters is winning, and here he goes and is on his way to that.
And really never in doubt. Look at that distance between him and the rest of the field. Even though he tied up there was absolutely never any doubt that he wasn't going to win this race.
I'm still savouring this race, but of course it's highly likely Hudson-Smith will go head-to-head with one of the Borlées in the 4x400 metre relay.
Congrats. Amazing.
German infield presenter having to get down to Matthew Hudson-Smith, sit down.
Reminds me of London last year when Ewan Thomas was lying on the ground talking to some athletes, conducting the interviews.
Speaking of Ewan Thomas, he is in fact the holder of the championship record at 44.52, and it stays on the books at least until we go to Paris in 2 years' time, which is where the next European Athletics Championships will be. Well, just a very quick moment to say thank you to European Athletics international partners, Spa, Eurovision and Le Gruyère for their assistance. Their help has been invaluable in putting the European Athletics live stream on. And it goes out on www.europeanathletics. I should say European-athletics.org. And you really can't tell them apart when they're that close, can you?
One of them has a little mole on his cheek, and that's the only way you can tell them apart.
Matthew Hudson-Smith taking the gold medal in the 400 metres, 44.78.